Oh, hi everybody, it's Jo here from Rhythm and Tunes Piano School. I thought I would come on here today just to give you a little bit of an overview about something that a lot of my adult students in particular, and a lot of my parents of kids that I teach as well, are often quite astounded with, and they've never actually come across the idea or the concept. So, as you know, the program we teach here at Rhythm and Tunes Piano School involves you just building up a repertoire of 30 to 50 songs over the first 6 to 12 months or so, and then you come back to reading music after you've developed this relationship with the keyboard, and you can see all the theory and infrastructure on the instrument. We would then reverse engineer what you've seen on the keyboard, and in the process of learning that repertoire back up onto the page. And I find when we do that process, there's a lot of aha moments and light bulbs go off in people's brains, and they start to look at things in a way that they haven't traditionally been trained to look at things. So just one of those things that often comes up in class is how the grand stave, and I've got the grand stave here up on the board, and how every single note written on the grand stave is a white note. So all of those lines there, you're probably aware that music is written, it can be written on the line or it can be written in the space. It doesn't matter where the note's written, but every single note, whether or not it's written on a line or written in a space, represents a white note on the keyboard only. The only thing that ever changes a note to a sharp or a flat is whatever the key signature is. Okay, so in some cases that'll be changing a note to a black note, but as you know, a sharp isn't always a black note. It can be a white note, such as D sharp. Anyway, so that's something that a lot of people have never really been told or have an idea of, and I think that it just makes things a lot easier to comprehend if that is explained at that stage after we've learnt those 30 songs and we're starting to read music. When we do start to read music, we don't go to rhythm and pitch all at the same time. I think that's really a complicated way to start to rediscover music. We would go through a program that just teaches purely rhythm. So rhythm is, if anything's going to trip us up when we're learning how to, or looking at, re-looking at music again, it's going to be rhythm and the ties and the dotted rhythms and the semiquavers and we just conquer rhythm. We just go through a program, takes us maybe a term or so, and we just conquer rhythm, and then we would come into a program called reading notes. And so when we do come into that reading notes program, the other thing that people find really interesting is the pattern that we can see. So normally when we are, well, there's no normally, but a lot of methodologies would use this concept of mnemonics to remember the note names. And so every good boy deserves fruit, for the lines in the treble clef, or FACE for the spaces in the treble clef. So that's already, 9 things to remember, and then there'd be another one for the bass clef and another one for the spaces in the bass clef. So we're probably up to 20 something individual things to remember already, which is a lot of things to remember. And we haven't even got to how on earth we're going to remember the notes that are written on the ledger lines. So what we do is we just have to remember 2 concepts with this particular approach to reading music. One of the concepts is where the C's are, so you'll notice there's a C up here and there's a C down here. There's also a C here which corresponds to the keyboard, and there's also a C here, and there's also a C here. So if we can remember the positions of the C's, that's the first concept, fairly basic, fairly easy to remember the positions of those C's on the piano. And then the system really repeats all over the stave. So we're not trying to remember one set of, one sentence or 2 sentences for this bass clef and another 2 different mnemonics for the treble clef. We have got two concepts to remember. We need to know where the C's are, and then we've got this other system where we just read up and down exactly the same way all over the stave. So I just find as soon as students are through that reading notes program, they're able to decode music off the page so easily and quickly that I've had people come in and they've almost inhaled 2 or 3 pages within the space of a week, and they're playing it all from memory. And yeah, it's really quite an astounding way to decode and memorise music, and it's really, really exciting. So if you're somebody who has been a little bit disappointed that perhaps they haven't fulfilled their intention of coming into lessons this year, I have got a brand new program that I'm going to be starting on Wednesday mornings in October. There's 5 Wednesdays in October. It's called Music on Steroids. The Music on Steroids Bonanza of musical goodies, and I'm still putting all the finer details on it, but I am so excited about delivering this to you, because if you feel like you've kind of, you know, missed out a little bit this year, I am just going to unfold this program during October, where you can probably catch up on about 20 lessons of content. We'll have you playing in time for Christmas. You'll be having a sing-along around the piano at Christmas time, playing all the Christmas carols while your family's singing, and I'm just so excited to be able to deliver this to you. I will be keep an eye out over the next few days. I'll be sending out emails. You see it on my Facebook page, and I can't wait to show it to you. So yeah, keep an eye out, and we'll see you next time, hopefully in that October seminar. Okay, take care for now. Bye.